All right, I guess we're officially at the part of the season where chaos is just the norm.
KC's streak is broken. The team's offense looks broken from what we expect with Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. What's going on with the Chiefs ball plays?
Yeah, this was a weird game.
Expect the unexpected. Let's dive into our Week 9 edition of the Power Rankings. Number 32, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 31. Once again, the Cardinals were outclassed and outworked by a superior opponent. This time, the Baltimore Ravens. That is now 5 straight losses for Jonathan Gammon's club, putting them in position as the new frontrunners for Caleb Williams. Of course, Kyler Murray will have something to say about that as he inches closer for a return to action. Number 31, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 32. Despite taking 6 sacks, Bryce Young hung in there and put together a near-complete performance, outdueling second overall pick CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans in a nail-biting 15-13 victory. With Indianapolis and Chicago next on the schedule, the path is there for Carolina to start piling up some W's. Number 30, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 25. Without Justin Fields, nobody could have realistically expected the Bears to handle Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Sure enough, Chicago was no match for the Bolts, who cruised to a 30-13 victory on Sunday night. Hey, at least they're a step closer to Caleb Williams. Number 29, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 29. 1 week after upsetting the Bills, the Patriots completed their annual tradition of embarrassing themselves in South Beach. They showed a little fight against Tua Tagovailoa's Miami Dolphins, who enjoyed a cakewalk 31-17 victory to finish off the season series sweep. Worse yet, the Patriots lost their top offensive weapon Kendrick Bourne for the year with a torn ACL. At 2-6, Pats fans may as well cheer for their team to tank and to win the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Number 28, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 28. Yes, they lost Tyrod Taylor and were down to third-stringer Tommy DeVito, not the guy from the Goodfellas, but the Giants still gave that one away.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh.
And so, at 2-6, you can kiss the Giants season goodbye. Or, if you'll allow us to use a Goodfellas reference, they can go home and get their shine box. Number 27, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 27. It's easy to throw blame at Jordan Love, but those who actually watch the game against Minnesota will see 3 non-Love related issues. 1, the O-line sucks. 2, there's no clear game changers on the offense. And 3, the defense stinks like rotten fish. So that's now 4 straight losses for the Packers. And quite frankly, we're having an impossible time thinking of any positives here. Number 26, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 24. For the second time this season, the Commanders nearly pulled off the upset against the rival Philadelphia Eagles. While the Commanders' offense has exceeded expectations, it is just maddening to see the number 7 scoring D from a year ago play like a bunch of pylons. So, when's Ron Rivera getting that pink slip? Number 25, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 22. Gardner Minshew II and the Colts hung in there with Derek Carr's Saints until the final minutes of the fourth quarter, but the defense just couldn't make any big plays or stops when it mattered most in a tough 38-27 loss. But hey, on the bright side, the Panthers, Patriots, Buccaneers, and Titans make up their next 4 games. Number 24, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 21. Absolutely disgraceful for Jimmy Garoppolo to find Adams once for 11 yards. These Raiders just look like they've given up entirely on head coach Josh McDaniels. They certainly feel worse than their 3-5 record. Number 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 18. Remember when the Bucs were 3-1? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Baker Mayfield is sinking back to his old form and proving that he's not a capable starter in this league. Losers of 3 straight, Tampa has now fallen to 3rd in the hapless NFC South. Number 22, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 17. Might be time to give up on the Rams now. LA was no match for a Dallas team that produced 387 yards of offense and 43 points in a 23-point blowout win. Yeah, hard to win when your D can't stop a nosebleed, and when star wideouts Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua combined for 7 catches and no touchdowns. Number 21, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 16. The Texans have exceeded expectations up to this point with a 3-4 record, but Sunday's loss to Carolina was certainly tough to stomach. Fortunately, a home tilt against the slumping Bucs this Sunday give Houston a golden opportunity to get back to 500. Number 20, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 30. What an NFL debut for Will Levis, who torched the Atlanta Falcons for 238 yards and 4 touchdowns in the Titans' 28-23 victory on Sunday. Suddenly, things are kind of exciting in Music City again. It is finally Will Levis time at long frickin' last. Number 19, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 26. Yeah, it turns out we are indeed living in bizarro world. The Broncos don't exactly suck anymore, and they just defeated the Chiefs for the first time since week 2 of the 2015 season. Now, 3-5, the Broncos aren't exactly a playoff threat in the AFC, but they have at least been showing some fight since giving up a 70-burger to Miami in week 3. Number 18, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 20. All right, you can't read too much into a home win against one of football's worst teams with a backup QB, no less. But the now 3-4 Chargers saved their season for the time being. Let's see if they can sustain that momentum and string together some W's here amid a wide open race for the AFC's 3 wildcard spots. Number 17, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 15. Just a disappointing loss all around for a Falcons team that entered Sunday in sole possession of first in the NFC South. They made rookie Will Levis look like Patrick Mahomes, while Arthur Smith's top skill position guys on offense turned in a relatively quiet day. The offense looked a little better when Taylor Heineke came in to relieve an injured Desmond Ridder. So, might we see a bit of a change at QB? Number 16, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 13. Hard to criticize the Steelers for dropping a home game to the AFC's hottest team in Trevor Lawrence's Jaguars, especially without starting QB Kenny Pickett for the entire second half. Fortunately, Pittsburgh's schedule through Week 15 gives them the perfect opportunity to pile up W's and distance themselves from the other AFC playoff hopefuls. Number 15, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 19. A bittersweet time to be a Vikings fan. They won their 3rd straight to climb back to 500, but starting QB Kirk Cousins is done for the year after suffering a torn Achilles in Sunday's win over Green Bay. Just an awful break for the guy who is playing inspired football in his contract year. Number 14, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 23. 1 week after stinking it up on prime time, Derek Carr turned in his finest outing as a Saint to lead New Orleans past Indianapolis. Throw in the Falcons and Bucks Week 8 losses, and the Saints are suddenly back in a tie for first in the NFC South. Number 13, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 9. Not gonna hate on Cleveland for losing on the road with a backup to a dangerous Seattle team. Yes, PJ Walker missed some throws and threw a costly INT, but he's a backup QB for a reason, folks. At 4-3, they are still dangerous and very much in the running for a playoff spot. Number 12, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 14. The Jets escaped with a victory over their interstate rivals by the hair on their chinny chin chins. Pretty? No. Will they take it? Oh, absolutely. Just like that, the Aaron Rodgers-less Jets are 4-3 with a mostly manageable schedule through Week 14. Number 11, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 12. Joe Burrow and the Bengals played near flawless football in a statement 31-17 road win over the San Francisco 49ers at Levi's Stadium. A complete team effort all around for a Cincy team that suddenly looks as dangerous as any other club in the AFC. Number 10, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 4. Yes, Brock Purdy has played poorly, and the usually stingy D has been non-existent these last 2 weeks. But mid-season rough patches aren't exactly rare for NFL heavyweights. When Trent Williams and Deebo Samuel get healthy, the 49ers will again be as scary as any other NFL team. Number 9, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 10. It wasn't pretty, but the Bills narrowly snuck past the Bucs on Monday night to avoid a second straight loss. This team has some things to clean up on both sides of the ball. But as we were reminded on Thursday night, Josh Allen's presence gives this team a chance to win on any given night. Number 8, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 8. The Lions offense didn't have its best game, but the D flexed its muscles on the Raiders offense by limiting them to 14 points in Monday's win. At this rate, their focus should be on winning the NFC's top seed. May as well pop the champagne now on that division crown. Number 7, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 11. Seattle's D and the three-headed monster at wideout bailed out Geno Smith's lackluster outing as the Seahawks squeaked out a last-minute 24-20 win over the Browns. Throw in the 49ers' loss to Cincy and the trade acquisition of Trent Williams, and one thing is very clear. Time to put more respect on the Seahawks name. Number 6, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 7. Ooh-wee, what a way to come out the bye week. Now the Cowboys get to gear up for a trip to Philadelphia against Jalen Hurts' Eagles. If they can pull it off, Dallas will have made a giant statement to the rest of the NFC and actually put themselves in the running for the #1 seed. Number 5. Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking? 6. Miami made relatively easy work of Bill Belichick's Patriots to improve to 6-2. Now set your alarm clocks and get the pot of coffee going, because it's time to get up early for Sunday's can't-miss tilt between the Dolphins and Chiefs, Hill's old team, as the two AFC heavyweights prepare to face off in Frankfurt, Germany. Number 4. Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking? 5. Jacksonville currently carries the NFL's longest active winning streak at 5 games. They certainly aren't getting a lot of attention, but Trevor Lawrence and company are looking awfully scary in a loaded AFC. Number 3. Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking? 1. The Chiefs' defense looked completely lost without Nick Bolton in Sunday's loss to Denver. These are the defending champs, and they should figure it out soon. But one sloppy week was enough to move them out of the top spot. They really gotta bring their A-game with the surging Dolphins next up on the schedule. Number 2. Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking? 3. With football's best defense and a top 10 offense led by Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are looking as dangerous as ever with the 2019 league MVP leading the way. Winners of 3 straight, Baltimore now gets to enjoy a 3-game homestand. Number 1. Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking? 2. It wasn't pretty, but the Eagles held off their pesky NFC East division rivals in Washington to improve to 7-1. The 49ers loss to Cincy was icing on the cake for the Eagles, who are now the clear-cut frontrunners to win the conference's top seed yet again. But what changes would you make to our Week 9 power rankings? Let us know in the comments section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton, and hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.